Welcome back, viewers. Now, the BJP alliance with the JDS seems to have caused major heartburn among cadre in both the parties. After a spate of exits from the JDS, now voices have started rising in the BJP as well. Now, they have been saying that whether this is good for the party or not should have been even spoken to some of the cadres as well. BJP MLA here from Yeshwantpur constituency, Somashekar, has now spoken out. He's expressed his dissent over the Saffron Party's alliance with the JDS for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections and said that the two parties can never work together, he says. The Yeshwantpur MLA, already sulking over since the BJP faced a massive defeat in the assembly poll, said many like him were not taken into confidence before finalizing the alliance with the BJP. Somashekar, who has also been hinting somewhere at, probably even letting go of the BJP, or he's rather said that he's not going to let go. But there have been, of course, talks that he could even join the Congress party because many of his close confidants in the recent past have done that already. Now, in the statement that he made today, he has said that somewhere Mr. B.S. Yedurappa is the only one, the statement that he'll actually go with. And in the next upcoming elections, this particular tie-up, whether it will hold good for the BJP, he believes that it may not. Let's listen to his reaction.
ಆಮೇಲೆ JDSನವರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನಾ ತರದ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಹಿಂಸೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಹತ್ತಿರದಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಅಸಮಾಧಾನ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳುವಂಡ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಾದ ಏನಾರು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದೇನಾ? ನಾನು ಮಾತನಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಟ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರದ್ದೇನು ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Well, at this point in time, while we have the likes of Mr. C.M. Ibrahim very recently, of course, who spoke about this alliance and how he was not, kept in confidence. We have now Mr. Somashekhar. We also had Mr. Nabi. We had few other JDS leaders as well raise these questions. Let's take these issues across to our panelists joining us. Anurag Naidu, political analyst with us. We have Rathna HP from the JDS as well. I'll first take this across to Mr. Naidu. The BJP at this point in time officially does not want to comment, Anurag, but interesting here, the statement that's coming in from Mr. Somashekar. How do you really read this statement? Because it's not only him. We had Mr. Preetham Gowda very recently make a similar statement. Anurag? Anurag, I think you've muted yourself. If you could unmute and then go ahead.
Yeah, am I audible, Deepak?
Yes.
Am I audible, Deepak? Yeah. So Deepak, we very well know the compulsions of both Preetham Gowda and Mr. Somashekar. Preetham Gowda definitely, was pitted against the JDS, and the Hassan belt. There are many such seats, not only these two names. I think in the days to come, there will be seats where there will be internal conflicts within both the parties because ideologically there have been differences or strategically there have been differences in their own constituency for some time. But, that is something that has to be ironed out. And that's exactly where, none other than Mr. H.G. Devegowda, he has stepped in and he is leading this entire alliance. If you see the photos, the meetings in Delhi, he spearheaded all the meetings. Of course, Mr. Kumaraswamy and Nikhil Kumaraswamy was there. But I think it is mainly Mr. Devegowda who is the architect of it. So having Mr. Devegowda as a personality...
But Anurag, ideologically on the ground, historically on the ground, the JDS and the BJP have been at loggerheads. They've been against each other. So what is wrong in what Mr. S.T. Somashekar or Mr. Preetham Gowda is saying? Maybe, there is history behind them, but, you cannot completely connect that to an issue that they're raising as a genuine concern.
But Deepak, JDS was in alliance with BJP NDA in the past. It's not something unprecedented. And JDS has always time and again, told people openly that they're equidistant from both Congress and BJP. They were away from BJP. So they never ruled away the fact that they will never go in alliance with the BJP. Technically, you know very well how JDS also operates. So there have been instances in the past that they have tied up with the BJP and there were open channel discussions with the BJP. Everyone knows in Karnataka. So I don't think now coming out and talking about ideology doesn't suit anyone. Now it is all about winnability. And if it is about winnability, then go to your leader and speak about your winnability and your issues that are on the ground. If cadre has to be taken into consideration, I'm sure, because at a larger level, you cannot go out and do a referendum for a party like JDS. And that's why Mr. HD Devagowda comes out and says, I give this blessing to this alliance, and I am going to be one of the architects for this alliance. So take my word in granted, or take my word as a message to all the cadre. And I'm sure the cadre will fall in place, because end of the day, this party is nothing but the brainchild of Mr. HD Devagowda, leader who unites all the leaders. And I think there will be differences, certainly. But I think when it is Mr. Devagowda, everything else will fall into place. I think things will be better. It's initial hiccups, but I think this alliance will do exceptionally good. And you will see BJP will sweep Karnataka again like never before.
Okay, let me take this across to Rathna as well, because the share of concerns being raised is not only from the BJP leaders. The JDS leaders as well have raised, and one of the biggest, of course, is the party president, Mr. CM Ibrahim. Well, Rathna, what would you like to say? Because, Anurag had a series of defenses coming the BJP's way. For the JDS, we've already heard Mr. Kumaraswamy say that everyone was taken into confidence, but it looks like the state president himself wasn't.
Yeah. Good evening to all. Like the nation India itself is a polarized. Okay, either all regional parties have to collide either with India or with NDA. Okay, likewise, even in our state, we have mingled with NDA. Okay, so we are a part of NDA. Okay, that means in Karnataka BJP, we are collide with BJP. Okay, and you are talking about CM Ibrahim. See, since we have mingled with this BJP, it's not that we have left secularism. Okay, we are a secularized party only. See, we do common minimum program. We sit and discuss our ideologies and their ideologies. Okay, see, nobody should consider that we are not secularized. Likewise, you see that Shiv Sena, before it was a hardcore of Hindutva and RSS. That means they are now mingled with Congress.
Well, madam, I'm not going into the debate at this point in time as much into the differences that the two parties have, but the differences that your own leaders and cadres are raising. I'm asking as to why there was no proper consensus from the leadership.
We are sitting, still there is a time we are sitting and discussing with them. We are trying to make them to understand. Okay, there is some still issues are there. We will solve it in our party itself. Nobody should think that we are not secularized. Okay, that is one part. On the other hand, when 2006 and 8, Kumaraswamy was chief minister, not even one communal right happened in our state. Okay, that itself indicates we are not giving any problem with our coagulation. Okay. Hello.
Okay, but I'll come back to Anurag. Anurag, interestingly here, Rathna says that, ideologically we will still be different. There will be a common minimum program. Well, these are several question marks that still come up, and it's given a clear opportunity to the Congress to say that, well, JDS was always the B team of the BJP, and now it's only coming true. Do you think that you'll have a natural advantage going in with the JDS, considering some of the leaders in the BJP have raised their own set of concerns, and then you have these sort of issues that, the Congress party as well uses against you?
See, for the betterment of India, our country, we have joined with NDA. Okay, so we are a secularized party. So secularity will never go. As Mr.
Got it. I got it. Ratna, I was taking that question to Anurag. I'll come back to you as well on the same.
Yeah.
Deepak, I would like to give a very honest feedback on this, Deepak. I think gone are the days when we were discussing about ideologies, we are discussing about larger messaging, we were discussing about social issues. It is all have drilled down to the winnability. This is a similar equation. I'm sure, let me be very honest. It is not an ideological alliance. It is a political alliance and an electoral alliance, to be very precise. And this is something similar that BJP is doing in Maharashtra as well. Now, it will be very interesting to see what kind of formula they will use on a per seat basis. So even in Maharashtra, the same complexity lies. The Karnataka right now with JDS, because they were always at the loggerheads, particularly in the South Karnataka belt. And I don't know what kind of a seat sharing they would have, but I'm sure for the fact that if a party like BJP is formalizing an alliance, They have a formula that has been worked out, and I'm sure they have a strategy to have a winnable candidate on each and every seat. So to that extent, let's have a clear understanding that everything has drilled down to winnability, and it's also a survival, a test for the JDS.
Okay, but if winnability is the criteria, Anurag, the only concern that I see here for the BJP and the JDS alliance is their own leadership, their own MLAs who come out and speak against it. What are the cadre going to really, say? How are they going to feel, that this is going to actually help them instead of it becoming a bane? Ratna, I want you to take this question because you have your top leadership of the JDS who's unhappy. So if you don't ensure that your leadership is unhappy, then how is the cadre going to be happy? How is it going to be an advantage for you?
See, this is common in all political parties. So that's what we will clear all this before 16th of this month. Okay, whatever it is. See, that's what nobody should think. Ours is not a secular party. Ours is a secular party. We follow secularism. See, for common programs, that's what I'm telling you, common minimum program we put in our ideologies. Okay, that we will sit and discuss. So we will not leave our ethics, whatever it is.
I'm not talking about your ethics or ideology here. I'm only concerned about how is this going to be an advantage if your leaders are going to come out almost in the last couple of weeks, while we've seen the announcement that's come by from Mr. B.S. Yedurappa and then even from Delhi. We've seen multiple leaders either resign or come out and make public statements. It has happened from both the BJP and the JDS.
See, people of Karnataka knows our strategy, okay? So it's not that everybody is coming out. There are so many leaders or also second line leaders are also there, best leaders are there. We will build up our party. We will build the party. We are not scared of whatever it's happened. No, none of the leaders.
Okay, I have very little time left. Anurag, I want you to make a quick point. I'll have to wrap this. Anurag.
Deepak, certainly the leaders making dissenting voice, leaders getting out of the party is not something that they have not anticipated. For sure, they have done their own calculations. Some seats are going to be troublesome, but as a larger picture, it will be a win-win situation for both the party, because they will be looking at a consolidation, and we have good 6, 7, 8 months before the election season starts. So they have time to pick the right candidates, and they have time to reach the consensus. At the end of the day, BJP machinery coming with a huge advantage for the JDS party here. The electoral machinery that they're going to unleash, and the Prime Minister's image in Karnataka, that has always worked out. Data shows Prime Minister's image is one of the most flamboyant things out there for the Karnataka when it comes to the campaign mode, and that will certainly benefit both the parties, and they will certainly be a seat consolidation 6 months down the line.
Okay, Anurag and Ratna, thanking both of y'all. Now, somewhere the consensus seems to be that these issues that are simmering will be resolved eventually, and it will be advantage BJP and the JDS is what both of them concur. Thanking both of y'all.